Hi there, it's Sally from Rickety Snippets here, and today I've got a freebie for you. So it's a pockety envelope, and it's a sample for the huge signature junk journal kit that I'm launching next week, which is so exciting. So as I said, the piece that we're making today is a freebie. So if you haven't got it yet, you can click the link below to sign up for the printables. And so we are making this pockety envelope with this in this dragon theme with these bits of ephemera to put in it. And if you stick it around until the end, I'll show you a kind of neat trick of how you can use it to embellish not just one of your junk journal pages, but two at the same time. So these are the printables for the freebie. I've printed them onto 160 GSM cardstock. And you've got 2 pages there to print and cut out, and like magic, here they are cut out. And I have inked around the edges of all of these pieces. So I'm going to start by grabbing this big piece, which is the foundation of our pocket, and I'm going to make some score lines. So I need to score, there's 2 lines here, and I'm going to score along the edge of that tab and along these 2 lines here as well. And then I'm just going to fold into those lines and then fold back again the other way. And I'm just going to smooth over with the bone folder so it helps it all sit down nice and flat. And before I forget, I'm just going to put a notch here. Try and get that central. There we are. And then I'm just going to ink around that notch that I've created there. Yeah, so flip it over and I'm going to put some glue along this tab here and also along the bottom of both of these edges. And then I'm going to pull over this side, so that's the right hand side, and then overlap that side, so that's the left side. And then I'm going to put a bit of glue along the fold line here, underneath the fold, this side, just a little bit of glue so I can stick these 2 together. So along there, and I just want to judge where the edge of this one is. It's about right. Stick that down. And finally, I'm going to do the same here. So just a little bit along there. Stick that down. And while that's drying, I'm just going to put some ink along the edges again, along where we made the fold lines. Matches the rest. Now grunging it up a little bit. Yeah. And I'm going to wait for that to really dry before I put something on the back here. And I'm going to add a pocket to the bottom here. So we need this piece. And I'm also going to put a notch in the top of that as well. And ink that. And then I'm just going to put a bit of glue along both sides and along the bottom. There we are. And then for this top bit, we need this piece, which is the same width as this flap. and it's just going to sit in there like that. But I'm not going to put glue all over this piece. I'm just going to put a bit just under the fold line there, all the way along there, and then along right around the edge here of the flap. Okay, and then I'm going to put a line at the bottom of this as well. And then I'm going to squeeze the pocket so I can just get in there without moving the glue around too much. And then stick that in place. There we go. Okay, once that's in place, I'm just going to fold again along that line, which has left us with an overlap where that's moved. So I'm just going to cut that off. There we go. So we've got our envelope in there. So we can put one of our tags in there. Put the flower one in there. Like that. And then we've got another pocket here, which I might put this in. It's a little journaling card with some flowers on it. And then I'm going to embellish these. I'll come back to that. And then on this side, we've got another pocket, which is a kind of little triangular pocket. So it's going to go on the bottom there. So I'm going to put some glue along the sides and along the bottom again. Stick that down there. And we can put our dragon, the big dragon, in that pocket and peeking out. All right. And then we've got this tag, which could also be a kind of journaling card, and this little piece as well. So I'm going to put those in there. And then we've got some bits to decorate the pockets. So I've got some fussy cuts, numbers. Nice. This great big long, I don't know what kind of flower that is, delphinium, I think, is it? Oh, we've got this as well. So it's a little saying, the sky belongs to the bold, for all you dragons out there. Yeah, I might use that one there, perhaps with the round. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to stick that down. I want it to kind of overlap this pocket so that you've got an extra kind of dimension there. So I want to glue it from this corner to that one. Just on a slant there so I don't have glue everywhere. That. Stick that on there. And I think it needs something up here, so I'll put one of these numbers up there. like that. I'll come back to that, so see what we want to use on the other side first. So on this pocket, perhaps we'll have the big dragony fussy cut. That's quite nice. No, too much. Perhaps that good there. Yeah, I quite like those two together. Let's put that on. And then up here, this is actually another little pocket that you've created there. So I'm going to tuck, just tuck it so the leaves are showing that way. Tuck that in there a little bit to ephemera. Yeah, I'm going to save that number for the front. Let's see, what's the stamp? Yeah, a little stamp there. That's nice. Stick that on there. That's one side done. And yeah, I'll put that number on there. Up there. Yeah, put it on the tag. There we go. Maybe I'll just stick this little fussy cut in the pocket. That might look quite nice. Poking out like that. Ah, yeah, there we go. So that's it, a nice little pockety envelope, but I was going to show you how you can use it to embellish 2 pages at once. So I'll grab a journal. And you can just hang this flap over the top of the page like that. You can do this with any envelope. And then I've got a paper clip, or I've got these fancy paper clips, like a teardrop. So I'm going to just put that on the top there to hold it in place. But it also means that you can use this side to put some ephemera in. There's a handy piece of ephemera. That's a dragon in there. So that's just holding everything in place there. And then you've got your actual envelope on this side and some more bits hiding underneath. So I hope you enjoy it. This freebie is just the beginning, because next Friday the mega junk journal dragon kit lands, and I'll be making a series of step-by-step videos taking you through the whole process of making and embellishing a junk journal from start to finish. So yeah, I'm really excited to get started on it. So once that video is live, I'll put a link here on the screen so you can jump straight into that if you want to. And I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.